Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Voting Podcast, where in this episode we'll be discussing about our secondary school experience from friendships, relationships to the day we receive our N levels and PFP results. My name is Irah.
My name is Andy, and today is N Levels Collection Day, which is
Woo!
honestly the day where I dread the most, but
Really,
also where I'm very happy for the best reasons because if it's not for that day, we wouldn't be here recording this episode.
true, true. What
For
was your results?
for real.
What?
My results were 12 points. I didn't really expect it. That's why when the camera filmed me, I was on my seat shaking and crying.
Oh, you have a camera crew came to your school?
No, it's like school people that takes
Oh,
photo for the Instagram page. So I told them to delete the photo because there was no way my face was gonna be on the page itself. It's so embarrassing.
that's true, that's true.
I mean,
I got 11 points, so 1 point away from Andy. Not, I thought I was gonna get
mm-hmm,
look. I thought I was gonna get higher. Not gonna lie, not trying to like shade myself or anything. But it's okay. I
mm-hmm.
got 11 and still got into PFP. I was like, thank God. Thank God.
Oh my God, thank God. We both got into PFP and luckily we have surpassed secondary school. I would never want to go through it again. At the same time, I do miss it.
And they, how do you explain
Yeah,
secondary
right.
school to people that's like not Singaporean?
I would say that secondary school is like middle school if you're in the US. But we had to take an exam to go to tertiary level, which will be your high school, in the US if you live there. But if you don't, then basically we go through 10 years of compulsory education. So 4 years will be dedicated to secondary school, 4 to 5 years actually, depending on if you want to continue to get like a higher level of certification or if you want to like just venture out into tertiary schools like ITE, which is Institute Technology. Wait, I don't know the
The
name.
technical, yeah, technical
uh,
education.
Education.
Uh,
And that's the school which offers pretty substantial amount of cost. I mean, like people stigmatize it as like gangster school or some shit, but it's actually not. It's actually really good.
yeah.
Um, like for me lah, I mean like what I've heard is actually really good. There are people like us in poly. Poly is like a 3 year diploma program or 4 year if you're in PFP. So like after the 3 to 4 years, you can get a diploma and go to degree course or you can go work. And for JC, it's 2 years of education to get into A levels, and A levels is kind of a useless certificate if you don't go to university
True,
because
true.
it literally serves no purpose. So like diploma for the win, honestly.
Okay,
Yay.
in my term, right, I feel because the system is changing and when we record this,
Mm-hmm.
there's also a new system that's gonna be uploaded to be able to enter secondary school. So before we enter secondary school, there is this like PSLE, which is primary school leaving examination, which you have to go through at that when you're like 12, 13 years old, when primary school, and then based on your PSLE score, which next year they will convert it into like a T score system, which is like an aggregate system. After that, based on that, they would those points or like grades would decide which school you can go to, and that dictates what kind of secondary school experience you like, embrace. Cause for us, like me and Andy, we went to neighborhood schools, and then some of like other people might
Mm-hmm.
have went to like very atas schools, I would say, or very how do you how do you explain like those Catholic high RI Raffles
Yeah.
institution and that kind of stuff. And then there are some people that are also at the other spectrum, which is
Northlight and Pathway.
because their grades of PSLE examination scores don't make it. So for us, we happen to be able to enter secondary school like a neighborhood, just chill, not
Mm-hmm.
chill lah, but just very dramatic secondary schools. In that there is three streams, right, Andy? There is the express
Yeah, three
stream.
stream.
There's the normal
Actually
acad
four.
stream. There's four?
Yeah, integrated program, IB program,
Yeah, like that one is usually for the how to
special
say it,
streams with
yeah.
SAP school.
Then for neighborhood schools, there are rarely of that lah, because we're just not that smart. And then there's normal technical. I mean, we're not as smart as like those
Girl.
IB people, okay? We respect IB people, we respect
Yeah.
ourselves. It's just that we are not academically book smart as they are to be able to enter IB.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? With these four streams, me and Andy are under the North.
North academic, love.
Oh my god, I forgot what it's called.
Normal academic.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, normal academic. We are under the normal academic system, which is in between the express stream and the normal technical stream. So in the normal academic stream, we can choose to take express subjects if your PSLE score in a certain subject has like an A in it, because that's what I had. So if you had A
Mm-hmm.
in like English language, then you can choose to take a like express subject in express lah to equip you with the proper learning abilities. And then it doesn't go the other way for like if you're bad at math, then you have to take like normal technical math. Like that doesn't happen. Instead, you have to take like supplementary lessons in your first year in secondary school so that you buck up on like
Mm-hmm.
the certain stream that you enter lah. And it's also like in secondary school the age range is from like people who are like 11, because some people enter secondary school a year younger because of the brains, they're smarter in that way. And then there are people who like end school when they're like 19, 18, because either they transfer late into the system or they just retain in the certain level that they didn't pass fully. So yeah, that is
Mm-hmm.
secondary school. Andy,
Hey.
how is your secondary school
Okay.
experience?
My secondary school experience, somewhat horrible yet so fulfilling. I mean, like for me, the first time that I enter school, um, I was so surprised because I sat beside a girl who was retaining in Sec 1. And Miss Girl was not the best in studies. Neither was I, but I wanted to prove myself right to like my parents and stuff because I wanted to go to Express so badly. Like I'm like I want to beat out the odds, you know. But sadly I
Yeah.
didn't, which I'll get to it later. And okay, so this girl who sat beside me was a gangster. Her boyfriend. Let's not go into that because that would be a whole ass story. But all in all, I think for the most part, I've been influenced by her style, but not her behavior because I can never do that shit.
I can't imagine
So
you.
that I would start crying and dying. Honestly, I would rather be like this than to be like a stupid gangster. Not saying that she's stupid. She is smart. She's just not that bright in studying. Like
Mm,
to put it in a way that's not harsh, right?
mm.
But yeah, sat beside a gangster. Basically, my whole class is a mess, and truthfully, so the later batch that we have, that means the batch after mine, in the same class, the same thing happened. Come on, let's face it. If you're in a certain class that is like, how do I put it? Like like 1E1 is a bad class. You know what I mean? Like
It
it
maintains
always
their
has been a bad class,
reputation.
will be yeah, so like my class is kind of cursed, so like passing on to like our later batches, I mean it proves a lot. The class is literally cursed. And also in my secondary school experience, I think the most stress moment was the day before art because I never do art. I always
Okay.
do finish all the important papers first, then I do art because art is honestly the least important subject that I want to take, right? And I would literally sit on this table that we're recording right now, spill through a bunch of watercolors just to get my art beautiful, just to let it dry out. And also that day I had no sleep. So imagine the stress that I have that day. Oh my gosh, I was about to cry. I was about to die. Like I wasn't having it that day.
Was your art like
And
the
also
pages thing where you have to like take ideas from the internet and put it on the paper?
Oh my god, no. Our one is you choose a topic. So like the topic can be like, oh, earth and or animals in a sense. So I chose animals, which I was so dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Wait, hold on. I don't think it's about choosing. I think it's the teacher give you the topic, then you do.
Oh,
Because a lot of us have the same topic, so I don't know which one is which, but I do remember everyone drew animals, mostly in a way that I can't do it, but yeah. The art, I think the process of art is for me the worst because we have like developmental drawings and layouts and stuff. Then from layouts you combine the two and you become like the final draft. And then we died that day. But other than art, there is nothing else much more stressful, I guess. The most memorable thing would be Sec 3 camp because Sec 1 and Sec 2 camp I had no intention to attend because like what for? There's no benefit to attend it unless you're bonding with your classmates, right? So I never want to bond with unnecessary classmates, so I didn't really go there because like um I'm really introverted, so like being with people just makes me wanna kill myself basically. And also I hate that we had to take turns to shower and also to cheer to eat because I swear to God, no, like cheering to eat is the worst thing I've ever experienced. I tell you, the day that happened was in primary five camp. I cried because I was so hungry. I'm like, please just let me eat, and they won't let me eat. So I had to
no.
cry, and then the woman was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm hungry. Just let me eat. Stop cheering, bitch." And then I left after day one of primary five camp, and yeah, that's when my hatred for camp just started. Yeah, and also I don't know what's so memorable about my secondary school life other than um skipping most of the time to go to training because I
Mm.
had nationals coming up. Yeah, and it's just very, I don't know, stressful. So
Athlete life.
I skipped school. Yes, I skipped the lifetime, like it's trauma. Basically, secondary school was trauma, but in a good way. Actually, no, it's in a very bad way. Ew.
Wait, Andy.
Anyways, how about you?
Wait, Andy, I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Would you have
Yeah,
rather taken the time for like being in school than to go for your training?
I would rather go to training than to be in school. Because okay, I think the worst trauma stemmed was from the day where we had frisbee that day,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to go to school because my team is full of people who can play frisbee, who are taller than me, who obviously can catch. So I had no chance of doing attacking or defending because I defend what? I literally can't defend a fucking giraffe. That okay, first of all, that bitch was I cannot with him. He is just so cocky. It's like he will look down on you if you don't know how to play a certain sport. But like at the same time, I think I did something wrong to him, which is during interclass. They didn't substitute me like to play, so we didn't win the medal, which partly was my fault. And that day I was just like, what the fuck, literally. Yeah, I mean, who to blame? I don't know whether to blame me or blame him because they were on for winning, they were eyes for
Yeah,
winning. There were no substitution whatsoever, so we lost. But
it's
we won
okay.
technically, but we lost. It's
It's okay.
okay, but it gets worse because we are in the same team and he doesn't like me being in his team. So technically, I will ostracize myself out of that team and he will be happy, which honestly, I'm happy too, but that was rude.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
day that
yeah.
I was absent, the day that I was absent, he's like, "Oh, he's gone. Oh, very good.
Wait,
Can
wait.
you like kick him out of my team?" So basically, he said like, can we exchange teammates? Like, so technically kicking me out of the team lah. And then when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's
Like,
how you want to
ouch.
play it, right? Then I And then for the days that we have PE, I won't go. I won't go to school. I would call up. I'll be like, "Can I go to training today? I can train for a full day." So I will go to training and never attend school. And I think the best thing that I have learned from all these is that I can become my own parent in the sense that I
Because you became
don't
a bit
in
more
the sense that
independent, right?
No, because like when you are so-called sick, I mean in this COVID situation in 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you will need parents' consent to write a parent's letter. And I don't want my parents finding out that I have been skipping school. So what I did was I created a Gmail account of my mother and I wrote school letters to my teachers. If you're listening to me right now, I'm so sorry I had to do this for my own sanity because I haven't had a mental break since Sec 1, so leave me alone.
Leave Andy
But
alone.
also, for real, I cannot. Like, it was too stressful for me in school. I mean, people who have been like educationally burnt out would understand, like you and me,
Mm.
because we don't have breaks in our life. We weren't absent that often, so being
Mm.
absent now just seems weird to us, but very healing also. So I'm grateful for that experience to write my own letters to my own teachers. And then them almost finding out that the Gmail that I wrote to them wasn't actually my mom's, was actually me. They almost found out, but they didn't.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank God.
literally. Thank God. Yeah, so that's why I mean like for PE, like people would think that for PE like come on, but like if you're in my position and you're like being stressed every day and stuff, then you would totally understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, and so I think that's it. Your turn, love. Your turn.
Going into a
Pause.
break. Da, 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 da. Okay, my
Mm-hmm.
experience in secondary school, I would say it's a enjoyable time. But it's like, being on a roller coaster, there's like highs and lows and stuff like that. And then we
Mm-hmm.
found out that I got burnt out in secondary school in the previous episode. And then yeah, but overall it's quite I think I enjoyed my secondary school experience. I kind of sometimes missed it because of like the amount of funny moments there were, I would say. But like if you ask me to
Mm-hmm.
go back and like learn the subjects again, I was like, no thank you. No thank you. I think this is some facts that I think people will want to know about me. But if you don't, you can always skip. But I should just say it, okay? I was the type of student that would usually sit at the back because I'm tall, and then I will be like very quiet at the back because I do all the work one. Okay, that's the first part. And then
Mm-hmm.
I was class president or class chairman in my last 2 years of secondary school. So basically, I was like the class monitor. Like I take care of people. I do the admin shit that most secondary school other monitors have to do. And like my school, we had this like book where you have to take everyone's attendance, and like if there's anyone absent you have to write it down, or like there's like student athletes in the class that have to leave for like competition, you have to write it in that book. And like basically you handle that
Mm-hmm.
book, and then you also have another partner, your vice chairman, to also help you with that book, so you interchange whenever you want to handle the book, I would say. That's like the only thing that is major as the class chairman, honestly. I was a model student for 4 years. So my school has like a model student award, which is to award people for certain character. Like you bring yourself very proper, very nice, very well, and you don't burden others in
Mm-hmm.
that sense. So that is the award for. And then usually for the model student, right? This model student they will award you by giving you opportunity to travel to different countries outside of Singapore. But I think due to COVID,
Ooh.
it's not happening anymore, which is kind of sad if you ask me. So yeah, and
Mm,
then I was a core leader. A core leader is basically someone that led like the values in actions projects in your school. I'm sure Andy, you have like VIAs that you have to do, right? And then
yeah, but we don't have a leader, which is very bad. But okay.
really,
Yeah, we don't have a leader. I think like we let VIA like anyhow one. I don't know.
oh damn. And then also besides having the VIAs in our classroom, we also handle our own VIA projects. So for me, I took part in a project with SPCA, Society for the Prevention of Cruelty of Animals. Yes, I handled a project with
Ooh.
them. I went to kindergartens to teach about SPCA. I went to uh I went to like the fly like asking for donations through the things, and then we give people stickers for donating to SPCA. I did that, and then I also had to sell some of SPCA merchandises so that they can get sales from it. Yeah, I did all the writings right up for it with my group members because it's a project, right? Obviously, you cannot do it solo. So, yeah,
Yeah.
and then I was in choir. My CCA was choir in secondary school. So I sang here and there. And I think also because of choir, I kind of now have a fear of performing in front of people because the what choir taught me was that they're very critical in how you sing.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it's choir, right? You have to blend into like the people and sing the correct note. But then when it comes to
Yeah.
like they always spoke individually as well, which I feel like is the most scary part of being in choir.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then I realized I didn't like attending choir sessions a lot of the time. So I skipped, not skip per se. I took
Ooh.
time in
Off.
choir. I use it to run away from it because I was very scared of choir. So I like, just make excuses
Ooh.
not to come basically. Because I was so scared of choir. The amount of anxiety attacks I got from it, the amount of nights I cannot sleep because I think I hit a wrong note during the choir session. Oh, I was kind of committee role in choir. So I was like, and okay, stupid me, right? I don't know how I thought I could be president in choir. Cause I skip a lot. Don't know what
Oh my
ego I
god.
had to think I could be vice president or president in choir. So then I got a committee role which is to be under welfare, and I feel like that's a very pathetic role that they introduced like last year for me.
Oh my god.
But then in the welfare role I got to like hear people's stories. So that's like the only interesting part of being in the committee role,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. And then also during my like okay, choir was alright. Okay, the first 2 years I was in it, I enjoyed it because like we got to sing with strong as people that could sing, and then learn from them. But then when it came to sec 3, when like
Mm-hmm.
big people left, like people who could sing left, it was like a whole damage control shit. It's like
Oh
you
my
have to be
god.
in charge of singing now. I'm like, no, thank you. I'd rather be in the background.
Girl, it's okay. I mean, you sing pretty good. I mean, like, it's not as bad. You know, let's not go
No,
there. It's not
no,
as
let's not.
bad. It's
Let's
really
not
not.
go there. Let's not go there. And then, okay, let's talk about my experience being in a class chairman. Okay, and have you been a class
Mm-hmm.
chairman?
Never. I think I was too, how do I put it? The teachers think I'm not good at handling things because I couldn't even handle myself, let alone handle the whole class. I was vice president in P6 for one semester, and the teacher told me that I was demoted. And then I was like, I don't care, love.
Like I'm
Because
not.
I no, because just because I didn't inform people that we have meetings in the hall, I got demoted or something like that. I remember very clearly that I got demoted, and he said it to the whole class. And then my friend was like, it's okay, it's okay. I was like, okay, I don't really care though. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Hey,
continue.
it's okay, Andy. I hope one day you get to experience it. It's so wow.
Never, I will never experience it
Wait,
because you are
wait.
experiencing it right now.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
I forgot. Oh
You
yeah,
have made
okay.
the right choice.
I am the class president or class chairman in my current PFP class. Okay, anyways,
Oh God.
basically during my class chairman duties, I got to experience my first caning, in my classroom.
Oh,
Yeah, that was very eye-opening, I would say. And it was to my own classmate, and I didn't know how to feel. Like, I think the case. I don't know if I can talk about the case. I hope I can. If it's not, I'm not gonna talk like very
you
detailed.
can.
But the case was that the guy that got hit, like caned, the guy basically littered the whole place in a
Oh my
certain
God.
area in our school with like his other friends, and it was caught on camera, I think. And then school took it very seriously, like littering and all that stuff. So then he also like smoked, I think, in that occasion. So I think that's
Oh
another reason
God.
why he got caned. So yeah, that classmate got caned, and I and they had to clear the classroom for that whole session. They had to like lock all the windows lah, lock all the doors so that people don't see that shit happening, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
some okay, during the whole caning experience, I was just like, wow, I'm seeing myself in prison. Cool shit. I'm very bad for thinking like that. But that's what my initial thinking was. It was like, wow, I can finally reenact myself being in prison. Not that I ever want to be in prison, but it felt like that, Like those guards watching people getting caned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like that.
Oh,
That happened in Sec 3, I think. And then in Sec 3
oh
also,
the fuck.
my class, I think, had the highest number of people that retained and dropped out
Oh.
of school.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if it hit me, like it made an impact to me or anything, but I felt very like a damn bad leader because it's I think 3 to 6 people in both categories, and I was just like, wow. And then
Oh
like
my
from
God.
38 or 39 people, we dropped to like 28 to 29 people or 25, I think. I cannot remember. But yeah, the class number changed drastically, and I was like, damn, I'm partially responsible for this, but they also don't ask me for anything. So is it my fault or is it their fault? I don't know.
No, it's their fault. Period. It's their fault. They want to destroy their life. You can't control anything. You're just a class leader, bitch. You're
Yeah,
not like I don't know how to say this. Like people take full blame of themselves like just because their classmate retain. Like there's no way we're gonna predict that if he or she is gonna retain because that bitch is gonna do that to themselves.
in Sec 4, I think this is another big thing I would like to mention is that you know how in Sec 3 we had to choose an elective, right? Andy, what is your
Yes.
elective again? I forgot.
POA,
Right? And
geography.
yeah, mention what your electives go.
Okay, so I took SS Geog, POA, worst choice of my life actually, and also what's that? I got promoted to Express Math, which is also very bad because I can't do Express Math. I oh my God, bye! Like literally kill me right now. Yeah, I think that's about it, right? Oh yeah, physics and chem.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Mm.
So for me, I took social studies and history, and then I took A Maths. Guess what? Um, I struggle with A Maths in Sec 3. I got Fs most of the time in A Maths. So I
Mm-hmm.
took it upon myself and decided to drop A Maths in Sec 4, which is I think
Oh
surprising
my
to a lot of people.
God.
And then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I dropped that elective, and then I had 5 subjects, right? I was just like, okay, I can study myself, and I did. I did study myself with it, then I took physics chem. I took O level maths, which I think went into the same category with Andy, into falling into a very bad, like, what's that called?
Spiral.
Yeah, in getting a D7 together.
Mm-hmm. It's
uh
so bad.
Also, oh, I took Express Malay in secondary 1 and 2, but then I dropped. No, I
Oh.
didn't drop. It's the school made me drop because I didn't hit their target grade, which is like a C6. I got a D7. It's okay though.
Oh.
So I went back to NA
It's okay.
Malay. So moving to another topic, which is like relationships. Okay, romantic
Mm-hmm.
relationships. Okay, I had 7 crushes. Eye candy. Okay, wait, let me think. 3 that were very uh main. Like these 3 guys were like the main thing, and then the other 4 was like okay, I see them and then I like them, but then I realize, oh shit, they have like someone else, or like they like someone else. I'm like, okay, I back off. Okay, I'm a very respectful girl. I
Mm.
back off. Okay, so first guy, I liked him in secondary 1 and like 2, I think. I wanted to confess to him, but then I found out he liked another. No, he liked this girl for a while, but then he didn't. After that, the girl somehow, I don't know, fucked him up a bit, and then another girl came liking this guy and then confessed to him, and then they dated. So I lost my chance
Oh.
basically to confess. And then the second guy, which is I knew him from OBS. Actually, no, I knew him from
Mm-hmm.
our model student trip in Sec 1 because I went in Sec 1. And then
Ooh.
I didn't really notice him in Sec 1 because he was like more on the appearance that I didn't really like on a guy. But then in secondary 3
Oh
he
my
like
god.
glow up a bit lah. So I was like, okay. Then he also had that very leaderish vibe that I like in a guy most of the time. This guy, unfortunately, I had on and off crush on him because he liked another girl. That's the thing. He liked another girl,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like telling myself, "I don't like him lah, don't like him lah." But then he's so attractive that it's very hard like not to like him because he has like the qualities that I want in a partner. And he was like so, oh,
Dang.
paid. And then third guy was the first guy that I actually confessed to, and he was a
Ooh.
senior of mine, not in the CCA or anything. He's just a senior guy, like senior in like like Sec 4, and I was in Sec 3. I like this guy, and I confessed to him. The thing
Mm-hmm.
is, he didn't reject me. He just went like just like those
Oh,
kind
he
of
didn't
guys that,
answer you.
yeah, he didn't answer my response. So I assume he rejected me. So I assume that is my first rejection to a confession. Yeah,
Oh my
so
god.
I had no romantic pursuits, mainly because if I were to show you my face back then, Andy, if I show it to you, I don't think you will also find it
Mm-hmm.
attractive as compared to now. So
First of
yeah,
all, I'm that is really no, it's really questionable because like I mean you obviously had a glow up. Like right now, you did have
now,
a glow up.
yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
not gonna lie, you did have a glow up. I didn't, I looked the same. But it was yeah, that's pretty much it.
What?
And so like I don't know. I think we all look beautiful back then. In Sec 1 standard. We all look beautiful, period. Like there like
No,
you cannot tell
no.
me there's like guys who are attractive in Sec 1 or girls that are attractive in Sec 1. Cause like no.
Hey, come on, I like this guy in my class, okay, in Sec 1 already, so what can you say? What can you say?
Oh my god.
Oh, secondary school also
Ooh.
made me found out this guy that I was stalking. Okay, basically he found me online. Then we realized we were in the same school, right? Then we became friends. And then we went out, and then I felt uncomfortable
Okay.
with him. And then uh after that meeting he became very like he started having feelings for me, and I knew, but I just didn't talk
Ew.
about it. So sometimes he'll just send me like good morning text, which I really, really hate, no matter what context it is. Like if you
Same.
say good morning or good night to me, it kind of make me cringe and die on the inside because who the fuck are you telling me it's a good morning or a good day? If it was, it was. If it's not, you don't tell me it is a good day or good night, cause fuck off. But anyways, yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
started sending me those kind of messages, like, then he asked me if I want to meet him, that kind of thing. And I was like, no, we are friends. I don't meet you individually anymore because I'm uncomfortable with you. Oh, another reason why I knew he liked me was because he put me as, how I had like a profile picture of like Ariel, for example, from like the Little Mermaid. He
Mm-hmm.
put his profile picture as the prince in Little Mermaid in Instagram.
Oh, hell no.
So I was like,
Literally hell no.
no, no. And then he also put me as his what is it called? Okay, a hater. In Twitter you have a hater. He put my face, not
Oh,
my
the
face, but
banner.
yeah, he put half of my face in it in his Twitter header, and I was just like, ew.
Oh god,
Yeah, and
that's
I was
so
like
gross.
so uncomfortable. I did not like you for you to do that. Like, if I
Oh
like
my
you, sure, you can
god.
go ahead and do all this shit. But I don't reciprocate the same feelings. I gave cold response, and I ended up having to block him because he couldn't understand the fact that I had cold replies to him. I don't respond to him as fast as I usually did because if you're my friend, I will respond to you ASAP if I can. If not, I'm asleep. But like, if I give
Mm-hmm.
you cold replies and don't respond to you as fast, get the fucking hint. I don't like you. So I had to drop him.
Oh,
I didn't drop him, yeah, and then block him. And then I blocked him for 1 year, and then I decided to unblock him. I don't know why, because maybe I thought he won't bother me anymore. But guess not.
oh
Decided
my
to
god.
contact me, and I, being a very nice person, I messaged him saying I'm very sorry for blocking you, and then I stated my reasons because like he made me uncomfortable and stuff like that. But he didn't get the fucking hint. So I had to block him again.
Oh god.
He's still in my block
Oh
list till
my
today.
gosh.
Because I'm
As
comfortable
you
talking to him.
should. He is scary.
Yeah, he
Oh
is.
my god.
So I'm always like very fearful if I see him. So like I pray I don't see
Mm-hmm.
him. I pray I don't see him anymore. I don't think
I
he's
mean, he lives in the
pretty.
same neighborhood as you.
Not neighborhood, I would say, but like same station.
Oh, same station, yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary to see him walking around and then he'd be like, Mahira. And then you'd be like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Is there anything
Uh,
else?
hmm.
Okay, I think.
Me?
Oh yeah, what do you have? Anything else?
I was involved in one, but let's not get there because
Yeah.
later, if he hears this, I want to jump off the building. You know?
Yeah, let's just not make it more dramatic as it is. Because psychopaths will stay
Y-
psychopath. I'm just calling
yeah.
them out.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that I was in drama club and the drama involves in drama club is just one whole big ass snowball that I had to deal with. But at the same time, I was also in the wrong. I would admit that that I'm in the wrong um because I kind of called her out in Instagram and people were calling that cyberbullying, which first of all,
It's not. God.
like I was trying to say that,
She made you
if
uncomfortable, Andy.
you what you were about to say?
No, she made you uncomfortable. That's just a response that you have to give.
Yeah, I
No?
did, but like people keep saying it's because of her race. It's because she's Malay. I'm like, no, it's not because she's Malay, it's because she told the girl I was friends with to not be friends with me. And then obviously I was like, who the fuck are you to tell me that? And who the fuck are you to tell her that? Because that is very possessive,
Yeah.
you know? And I mean like, oh god, I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, let's just not get into it because like imagine getting a lawsuit from that. That would be scandalous. I
I hope
can't
she
afford
learns
it.
though.
So
I hope she learns though. No, it'll be very
mm-hmm.
disappointing.
And that right, and that made me asexual for like the whole entire life of my secondary school. I think I cannot feel anything for genders at all. Like if I see someone that is pretty, she's pretty, but do I wanna,
You
be
know.
boyfriends with her, be girlfriends with her?
Like,
Boyfriend,
nah.
girlfriend, what the fuck am I trying to talk about?
Correct
Do
lah,
I want to
correct.
be a boyfriend to that girl? Suddenly I become girl. Oh my god.
Have a relationship, basically.
Okay, so basically having a relationship to me in secondary school seemed so impossible. I mean, I did have slight feelings for some people, but like never in a way that I would escalate it to like a romantic relationship level. Because I would never put myself in a position where if I have no money and I can't treat you and you have to treat me, like that would make me feel like utter shit. And also, I don't want a relationship as of this point because I'm tired. I'm constantly wanting to sleep at 10 o'clock just to get 8 hours of sleep, just to wake up at 5, you know? Like
School.
that to me is more important than going to school and holding hands with somebody that I like, but that is to me wasting time. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just sorry.
That
Stop.
shit is overrated too, just saying.
What about you?
I can't date no matter where I go. So it's like the people I like won't like me back. So one day if like I like someone and they like me, sure, I will, take it as an offer. But for now, no one is gonna see me that way, so I'm just here trying to be more successful in life and trying to be more happy with myself. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
I
in secondary
get that.
school that's like that's what I learned lah. It's like no one's gonna like me back if I like them. So might as well just don't like anyone for now in PFP and just
Yeah,
enjoy
literally.
myself.
Even in PFP, people are dating, you know?
I don't know how. I always envied because like someone liking you back in that way. I'm like, how does that work? Because I don't know firsthand. So, but that's like
Right.
overrated. Like I said before, you can do better yourself, honey.
Mm-hmm. Right. Like single is better, but if we come back to this podcast and I'm dating somebody, I would like to slap myself because I make sure that that would never happen. Relationship would never come to me during studies because I cannot advocate that. And people keep thinking that I have a girlfriend. Like, come on, I don't have a girlfriend. Right? I hate like in secondary school life, right? I really, really hate asking for help. I don't know why. I think it's just built in me to like do everything by myself. Even when like I'm sick, right? I would like literally crawl to the canteen to like act normal, you know, just to eat. I'm like very good. And the next thing you know, I'm in the toilet puking.
That is not my extent of it, but wow, that is not,
I
wow.
I really, really hate people helping, but like unless I'm in like a certain depth of like I'm shitting my pants, then yeah, help me, you know?
Yeah,
But in any other way, just like in general, I just don't like asking people for help because it's just stressful, you know, when people say something that you might not like, you take it the wrong way, then you're like, what have I done and stuff, then you'll be like, is it I asked for help? Then that clicks into your mind and you'll be like, oh, that's probably why. So I don't really want to ask for help, you know?
I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
if I need help, I'll just ask. But then I'm too shy to ask, so I think that's an issue. we'll get, we'll get,
Oh my god,
we'll
yeah.
get better on it.
Same. We try to get this toxic trait out of us to like at least ask for help once.
Mm.
If not, just, I guess DIY.
Yeah, no lah, just break off our bubble once. Do you regret anything?
Do I regret anything?
Mm.
I kind of regret the school I chose, but I'll never regret the friends that I made there
Of course, of
because
course.
honestly, it's the best thing I've made. Like friends there, other than the friends I dropped. Oh, they're so. Anyways, anyway, yeah. All in all, I think life would have been better. Actually, no, just kidding. If it wasn't for my decisions, like then and there, I wouldn't have ended up here. So I'm glad. But like Damn. I guess I have no regrets.
My regret lah.
Uh,
Regret lah.
mhm.
I think I wish I took more opportunities. Or like, face my fears. Like how I said, I always run away from fire, right? Like I wish I decided to just be
Mhm.
bold and just do it, right? Rather than just running away in that kind of moments.
Yes.
And then having more friends, having more proper friendships with people. Because now the friends that I used to talk to are now like gone papers, like passerbys
Oh.
kind of thing. It's kind of sad, but we cannot do anything about it. So I wish I formed proper friendships with them. I don't
Meow.
know. Everyone has their own fair share of what they go through in secondary schools, right, Andy? As you met just now.
Mhm.
Some of us would have matured from secondary school, but some of us just stay as
Mhm.
who we are today. And this is the Abouting podcast, and we'll see you in our next series. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.